and welcome back to another episode of Parks and Tech. Today we've got something a little unique. I'm sure some of you probably have seen this thing before, but I sure didn't. And it's a $16 quadcopter. At least that's what it was when I first saw it. So who knows what it's at now? But this is the JJRC Butterfly RC Quadcopter. And this is the condition the box came in here when I got it. So I did break the little piece of tape that was sitting there just to look inside to make sure everything was still in there. But look at this thing; it's kind of neat. Wow, yeah, it's very sparkly looking, at least from the outside. Let's see what this thing's got. So it's got an HD camera, it's got altitude hold, real-time FPV, return to home, not for Wi-Fi version, headless mode, 360 flips and rolls. So that's pretty cool. Remote controller with the phone holder, so that's neat. It's got some LED lights. I guess that's a really cool feature to have. But let's go ahead and get this thing out of the box, and let's take our first look at it. So, despite how damaged this box is, and despite how damaged other things are about to get, despite how damaged this box is, I always got to give them credit that the stuff inside normally isn't too badly damaged, if at all. So it's pretty neat. So first, let's take a look. We got some reading material, more of this JJ Games, Air Master, or maybe it's AR. Sorry. AR Master Shooter. So gives you some cool stuff on how to play it. I think we saw this in their Golden Egg toy drones as well. So you can scan that QR code and go play it. It's for Apple users only. So we got that book, and then we got our little manual here on how to operate this thing. It is in color. Didn't really expect that. But you want to make sure you get the app, of course, so that you're able to control this and see the FPV on your phone. I imagine you can probably also control this with just the transmitter itself. So we'll have to take a look at that. But yeah, I'm not going to go through all this. But from what I can see here, the English sounds very well, or is done very well. Probably better than the way I just spoke. But I'll just read this real quick. Use the left joystick to control the flight altitude and turn left and right, and the right joystick to control the forward, backward, left, and right sideward flight directions. So doesn't sound terrible. So you can actually understand it. So we'll go on ahead and set that aside. This here's the little phone holder that'll go on the transmitter. I'll show you the transmitter here in a second. Yeah, it feels a little cheap. Feels like I'm gonna break that, but you never know. Here we get a bag of goodies. Good stuff here. We got our charger, USB charger. We got a full set of extra props, because it looks like, yep, there are props on there already. Your screwdriver. This little tool here, I'm not sure what that tool is for, but I guess we'll find out, won't we? Some tiny little screws in there as well, probably for the props. So we also got our bag of goodies. But here's the good stuff. So let's go ahead and remove this, and the wings kind of fluttered up a little bit when I removed that top. So let's get our butterfly out of the package here. I'm gonna be honest with you. My first impressions here, this is pretty well made. This doesn't feel cheap. It's got a little bit of weight to it. And I'm assuming that the battery's inside already. I don't know that for sure. But it looks like you're gonna need that screwdriver to take that screw out of there and slide this down. So it is one of those. There's our quote-unquote HD camera, so we'll definitely take a look at that and see what that looks like. But I gotta hand it to them. This actually feels pretty good. It looks like when it moves, it flutters a little bit here, the wings, so that's pretty neat. man, it's kind of neat. Pretty cool for kids. You know, you got your props on the underside there, and so if you go flying it inside, everything's well protected. You know, you got your prop guards on the side and the top, obviously. Now, if you land somewhere, you know, like this, then you're kind of screwed. But you know, for the most part, you're pretty safe. But yeah, like I said, that's pretty well made. It's not really made out of really cheap plastic or anything. And again, it's not heavy, but it's not super light either. You know, it's got some heft to it. That's cool. Good for them. So let's go ahead and remove the second layer of plastic protectant here and check out the transmitter. Okay, so this is where they went cheap, or at least cheap and toy feel. Anyhow, you can definitely feel that. You can feel it in the transmitter, but that's okay. You know, it's the transmitter. You know, you don't really need too much in it, especially for a toy. You know, where it really matters, and at least for me, anyhow, is where it really matters is the actual quadcopter itself. And you know, I'm pretty impressed with this. So again, I'm perfectly fine with the transmitter feeling cheap. Feels pretty nice in the hands. You know, the actual joysticks themselves actually feel really good, despite the rest of the transmitter feeling a little cheap. Let's hear a click. So we got some clicks. I'm not exactly sure what those buttons do. Nothing is labeled at all. So not sure what this does, what that does, what this does, or what that does. But we'll figure it all out. You know, we'll figure it out as we go. Yeah, this just I would not trust this holding my phone, and I was just able to kind of pull that off. This does just slide in and out. Nothing broke, but it does just slide in and out. So I wouldn't trust that, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think I trust my phone in that. So I'd be careful with that. We'll have to figure something else out. FPV wise, maybe I'll just have it linked up. I'm sure it just you know, links up through Wi-Fi anyway, so just have it set it off to the side and do a screen recording and stuff. We'll figure it out. But so it looks like this does take some batteries here, and of course we get another screw at the bottom here. Man, I just don't like when they do that. It's just that one extra step, you know. Call me lazy, call me whatever you want, but man, I just not a fan of that one. I do want to tell you what type of batteries this comes with. Excuse me, what batteries it uses. I'm sure it's probably just AAA batteries inside that would need to go inside here, but I apologize that I don't know that right now, but well, I'll tell you whenever we go and do the actual flight. This was just the initial unboxing and first look of this thing, but man, you know, just take a look at everything here real fast. I mean, you really get a lot of stuff here for $16. I mean, come on, you know, I mean, you can't beat it for you know, a kid that just wants to fly something around and have a little FPV fun. Yeah, this would be great for him or her, you know. I have no idea how this is going to fly outside, but I mean, I'm going to be testing this outside, maybe a little bit inside too, test how stable it is. But we'll definitely be taking this thing for a flight outside, and we'll see what happens. Hopefully that camera is somewhat decent. I mean, I guess for $16 you can't really go wrong, as long as you know it works. Looks like it's one of those little pinhole cameras, but hell, you know what? The fact that it even has a camera on it to begin with, that's huge. You know, absolutely huge. And this again, I'm just really impressed. Really, really impressed with how this is made. Wow, awesome. So, all right, guys. Well, this is the first look and unboxing of the JJRC Butterfly, the Butterfly-like RC Quadcopter. So we'll go on ahead and take it outside here and get it up in the air. So all right, we'll see you outside. So we are now outside with the JJRC Butterfly drone. So this is that thing that's built pretty well, pretty sturdy, pretty strong. We got the battery all charged up. This thing does have one of those clips, and it also has a screw in the back, but it's a little loose without that screw. So I would definitely recommend you you know, putting that screw back in there. Definitely very important, just in case so it doesn't come off. So we got it all charged up. A little on and off switch right here. So it is now turned on. You can kind of hopefully see it lighting up a little bit. So that's good. So we will go on ahead and get the app fired up here. It is the Butterfly drone app. And, let me start a screen recording as well. So there it is. There's some posts from Marcus Crawford there popping up. So let's hit connect. I don't think we're actually connected, so let's go to Wi-Fi here. We have to be connected to some form of Wi-Fi. There it is, the JJRC UFO. Doesn't that sound interesting? Okay, so we're going to keep the Wi-Fi connection. Alright, so we are now connected, and we should be able to go right back here to the app. So don't know if we're supposed to see anything on the FPV or not, but let's get the transmitter on. There it is. We'll get it bound. So that's good. Ah, there we go. Now we have some image on there. So and it looks like it just kind of froze on me here a little bit as soon as I picked that up. So who knows what just happened there. Maybe it's not supposed to give you a live preview. So we'll tap that, and I hope it's recording. Not entirely sure, but oh nope, it's definitely not, because it's stuck at 1 there. So let's hit stop on there, and let's go ahead and actually close this app. Let's make sure I'm still connected. Yeah, still connected to that. And let's get back in here. We'll go to the Butterfly drone app, and hopefully that works. So I'm not seeing it, and looks like it kind of froze up on me here. So no longer seeing any FPV. So I'm going to turn this off, turn it back on, turn this off, turn it back on, get it bound. Okay, great. And okay, we are back to being connected to the JJRC UFO app. It says it might not be not app but Wi-Fi. So let's get the app fired back up here. Click on connect, and now we're back to seeing some video. But I'm afraid it might just freeze again. Once we really start moving it around here. But that's the FPV, and it just froze again. Man, this thing's a piece of crap. So let's just see if we can take it up in the air and see what happens. You know, it's not giving me any FPV right this moment, so we'll just try it out. Let me just do a quick little horizontal calibration there, and let's try to get the motors going. There we go. We got the props going, and to do that, you just got to do the left trigger in, press that inward. So let's try to take off and hope she doesn't blow away. Or who knows, maybe she will fly away. Oh. Well, it's kind of stable. There come the dogs. Definitely doesn't fly terrible. She does keep going though. Oh, and she went right in the fence. And she's still going. Right, stay away. Whoops. Can't kill the motor. There we go. Now the motors are done. It got a little dirty. Got a little dirt in my mouth too, but that's okay. Let's try that again. It's kind of neat. I wonder what that recorded on the FPV, although it looks like it did. Looks like it might have stopped. Probably after we got off in the air. So, let's re-level it here. And, looks like, yeah, no, it's not going to work. So it does tend to want to stop. So it still looks like it's doing okay. So, but it doesn't like this. I don't know if it's this app or what. But there is another JJRC app, and I just wonder if that other one that I have will maybe work better. Thought I had another one on here, but maybe I don't. No, doesn't look like it. So I thought I did. Sorry. But let's try to reconnect here, and it doesn't want to connect, which makes sense. So let's stop. I'm going to disconnect from this Wi-Fi and then reconnect. So I bet now it'll pick up FPV or not. Yeah, it must see, she's a little birdie. She's very well built, so that's good. This app is junk. It's junk. I wouldn't expect anything out of this camera. It just won't keep recording it every time. And I shouldn't say it's like this for all of them, but it's like this for mine. So we're going to just turn it off and turn it back on again. Turn off the transmitter, and so we'll turn our little butterfly back on. We will turn the transmitter back on, give it a bind, and let's try to connect to that Wi-Fi again. And it looks like we are already connected, but I'm just going to forget it for right now and then reconnect back to it. Yeah, I know, keep Wi-Fi connection. And so let's go back into the Butterfly drone app, connect, and we have FPV again, but I guarantee you that we're going to lose it. I hope not, but we might. So so let's go ahead and get this puppy back in the air. So there we go. Gave it a little throttle there, but there we go, a little higher rate. There we go.
Looks like it just needed to have a little higher rate there, but still isn't perfect. And I can already see on my FPV screen there that the screen recording, or not the screen recording, but the FPV has stopped. But yeah, it's not terrible. That's no controls, but you can tell that the wind is taking it, and it's right in the side of the fence. So so you know, it is what it is. It's a little windy out here, so you know, maybe this isn't the best conditions to fly it in. This is more of an indoor flyer for sure. Guys, I just don't really have any room inside to fly it right now. But it is kind of fun to fly, and I just wouldn't expect much from this camera. I thought it was pretty cool that it had a camera to begin with, and it looks like my battery might already be starting to die as well. So didn't really get that much of flight time with it. But this is the JJRC Butterfly drone, and like I said, it's really well built. I thought I'd expect a little bit more out of it, to be honest with you, but I guess not. So I apologize, guys. And again, I never really shouldn't have really flew it out here. So, but again, this is an indoor flyer for sure. I'm sure it would be a lot more stable and a lot better inside. So I hope you guys enjoyed this short review of the JJRC Butterfly. Again, it's a great one for kids, and I think they had it available for like 12 or 15 bucks. So again, I wouldn't really expect too much from it. So all right, guys. Well, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.